Okay, we are on page 12. Describe and graph the transformation. This is the last page. So if you look at this question, first you got to identify what is the parent function. You guys all on the same page? The page 12 and first question up there. Okay, so you ask yourself, what is the parent function? What's the parent function? Is it square root x or cube root x? Square root x. All right, so square root x is the parent function. Next, we gotta look at the transformation, and order matters for this. So what is the first transformation that happens? Right 3. This is the closest, so right 3 happens first. All right, what is next? So we went right 3, and now we're gonna go outside. Reflect what axis? X-axis. And then what? Compress 1/2. And the last thing. Up by 1, yes. All right, so what we're going to do is graph the whole thing according to the transformations. We're going to take the original parent function, 0, 0, 1, 1, and 4, 2. We're going to move it right 3. So we're going to move it right 3. Flip it over the x-axis, so it's going to go down. Compress 1/2, that means take all the y values and shrink it by 1/2, so multiply by 1/2. It's going to get shorter. And then up 1. Are you guys okay? Yes? Okay, so move right 3. Move right 3. Reflect over x-axis, so we're going to flip down now. Compress by 1/2, so it was 0, 0, 1, 1, 4, 2. Now it's 0, 0, 1, 1/2, and then 4, 1. Okay, but obviously we moved right 3 and flipped over, so it's going to be a little different. So it's going to be something like this. Something like this. We flipped it over, we shrunk it by 1/2. Next, we're going to move up 1. So move everything there, up 1. So that is, the red one is the final one. Yes. Okay. Let's try one on your own. All right, so go ahead and write down what you think the transformation is. And then I will call on you to let me know what that is, and then we'll graph it. All right, Junior, can you give me the first transformation? Good. Left 1. Nicole, can you give me the second one? Good. And then Audrey, give me the last one. Down 4. All right, go ahead and draw this picture. Oh, actually, one more thing. Stephanie, what is the parent function?
Cube root.
Yeah, cube root x. Okay, make sure you draw a cube root x and not a square root x. Okay, let me know when you're done. Okay, left 1, stretch 2, down 4. Stretch 2, I think it's around here. Oh no, it's cube root. Something like this. Make sure you draw an S because it's a cube root, not a square root. All right. Now let's try the one that's a little confusing. Okay, well, something to look forward to in Spanish. Okay, whenever the leading coefficient in the radicand is not 1, what you want to do is factor. So take out the 9. This is x plus 2. And then what you want to do is just split that into 2 radicals. And then you ask yourself, can I simplify the square root 9? Yes. Okay, because you can just leave it like that. If you cannot, you leave it as a square root. So 3 square root x plus 2 is the simplified version. And then you ask yourself, what is the transformation from square root x? And then graph that. Okay, so first identify this parent function, which is square root x. And then what is the transformation? Okay, well, let's ask you, what is the transformation? Tom, what is the first transformation? Left 2, good. Okay, thank you. Stretch 3. All right, go ahead and graph that one. Okay, left 2, stretch 3. That means all of these numbers have to multiply by 3. So pretty tall graph. Okay, last one. Let's have you do it on your own. Cube root of 8x plus 32. So you want to factor out the 8, and then you got to cube root that 8. Okay, let me know when you're done. Okay, what you want to do is also factor out the 8. So this is 8 times x plus 4 minus 2. So this becomes, I'm just going to split it really quick. So that is 2 cube root of x plus 4 minus 2. Okay, so that means we're going to go left 4. Stretch 2 and down 2. Okay, so because we're just sketching a graph, I didn't care too much about your points, whether it's exactly right or not. However, it needs to be something like this, because this stretch, it has to be a little bit bigger or longer than the original graph, the original parent function. All right. Okay, so go ahead and submit your notes for this whole chapter so you don't forget it on Friday.